If you own a smart speaker like a Google Assistant or Amazon Echo speaker, you, my friend, can have a smart home. Hi everybody, it's Andy Barrar, aka Handy Andy, your DIY tech guy, and today we're doing a review for Best Buy's blog on the Lutron Caseta Wireless Kit. This is a kit that comes with two smart switches, light switches that is, and a hub that connects to your router. And what this allows you to do is to turn your existing lights on and off via voice or with your smartphone with the Lutron Caseta app. So if this is something that interests you, sit back, relax, and let's get started with the unboxing. Now the Lutron Caseta Wireless Bundle comes with everything you need for a DIY install, except for the tools, of course. So you're gonna find the two light switches, you'll find the hub, there's also a Pico remote, which is like a remote control version of the light switch, and all the morettes, machine screws, face plates that you're gonna need for this install. What's really cool is this is a retrofit install, meaning that you probably can still use the existing face plates that you have for your light switches with this new switch. So it's not gonna really change everything, it's just gonna give you more options. So now that we've seen everything in the box, let's go ahead and talk about the setup. Now this is definitely a DIY install that you could do yourself. However, if you are afraid of working with electricity or live wires, then I definitely recommend you get an electrician to do this. But if you do want to do it, I'm going to show you the steps that you need to do it safe so you don't electrocute yourself, because nobody wants to do that. The first thing you got to do is go to your breaker panel, find out the light switch that you're trying to do, and turn that breaker panel off. And that's what I did over here in the bathroom. Then when I turn the light switch on, I know that the light's not coming on, which means that panel must be off. For extra safety, and I recommend everyone do this, it's a great investment, you get one of these. This is called a circuit alert, and basically it just tells you if you're working with live wires or not. So after I take the old light switch out, and I have the breaker off, the light switch is off, I should have no power. As I put these to each of the wires, it should not continue beeping. If it continues beeping, that wire is hot and you do not want to touch it. But it just, for extra peace of mind after I take the breaker off, just so I didn't make a mistake, I like to do this. And I recommend any DIYer out there to get one of these. Trust me, it's worth every penny. From there, it's pretty easy once you got cut the power off, because you take the light switch out and then you got to take the morettes off and just replace the old light switch with the new one. One thing I do recommend is when you take that light switch off, before you start taking those morettes off, take a picture of your light switch so you can see which wires are going, because if you have an older house like mine, the wires weren't actually the right colors, but by the position, you can tell which one is which and which one's the ground and whatnot. So I recommend you do that. Take a picture. It's going to help you once you take everything off. Don't go by your memory. If you have a memory like mine, that is. Okay, so once you have everything done, like I said, because it's made for your old plates, everything should just work. So I was able to retrofit and use the old plates on there because I have a dual plate. And it was perfectly fine. Then you go back to your breaker, turn it on. You should be able to turn the light on and on, because remember, this is a smart switch, but it acts like an old switch as well. So you can turn the light on and off right at the switch. Once that's done, the next step is to go into the app and configure it. And it's pretty simple. All you have to do is download the Lutron Caseta app. And then you go in there, it asks you to select the right switch, and they have pictures of all the switches in there, which is something I really like. From there, you just have to hold the bottom switch down for a couple of seconds. It starts to configure. It finds the switch, and then it all sets it up. So the install on the app is super easy. Like I said, this is a DIY install, but you just need to be comfortable working with electricity and wires, and something like this is going to give you that peace of mind to get it installed without having any kind of fear that you're working with live wires. Now that we've done with the setup, I just want to end off with some final thoughts on the pros and cons after I've been using this for some time. I have to say, I am really liking the Lutron Caseta Wireless Kit bundle. It basically had everything I needed for this DIY install, but more importantly, the cool thing about these smart switches is that your behavior doesn't change. It's not like the smart lights where you can change the colors and stuff with your voice. The problem with those, if somebody turns the light off at the switch, you're not going to be able to turn those lights on or off or change the colors. You're going to have to go back to the switch, turn it on, and then talk to it. With these light switches, basically, your behavior doesn't change. You want to turn the light off at the switch? Go ahead. You want to turn it off with your voice? You can set it up with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa and basically do that. So it's got all that compatibility with all the smart speakers, but for the average person, like say your grandma comes over, they're going to still be able to operate the lights like a normal person would. But if you have a smart home, it's good to have the best of both worlds. And I think that is something I really like about these smart switches. The one thing that I had an issue with was the fact that it comes with a bridge. Come on now. How many smart home products need bridges? Why can't y'all just get together, make like universal bridge, or better yet, all the router manufacturers get together with the smart home manufacturers and y'all just put that technology inside the router so we don't have to keep... I'm running out of Ethernet ports on the back of my mesh system. So please, let's just do without the bridges. Make everything cooperate. You know, smart homes aren't going anywhere. The other thing I would say I really like, and I would appeal to a lot of users out there, is the ability to set schedules. You can even have the sunset and the sunrise. So the lights will turn on and off based upon what's going on outside with the sun. And imagine throughout the year, the changing of that. I thought that is a really cool feature that would appeal to a lot of people out there. So all in all, should you retrofit your home with smart switches? Yes, absolutely. Why? Because none of your behavior in you and your family members are going to change. You're just getting more options. Think about it in this case. I can now set a schedule so that I know that that bathroom light is always off at nighttime because I set a schedule at 2 a.m. to turn off. That means the light's not going to be on, which means that bathroom fan's not going to be on, which means I am not going to be paying for heat to literally being sucked out of a bathroom. So if you're in the market for smart home products, you were thinking about these beautiful lights that you have in your house and you just want to switch the switches, my friends, you got to check this out. It's the Lutron Caseta Wireless Kit bundle. It's available right now, and I highly recommend you check it out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review for Best Buy's blog. If you have any questions, or maybe you like this video, please smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel. You can find more information about me at handyandymedia.com or find me on all the socials. Just Google me. Handy Andy Baryer, B-A-R-Y-E-R. Well, it's Handy Andy signing out. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.